Yeah, Greg, bad manners, you eat on the live, brother.
What kind of man?
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's boy just getting here representing Free Sports TV. Here we get all the good contents, and we got a lot on the roster tonight. First, the panelists, Unruly, you don't know, Shane,
which is right,
Black Star, and Sports Wiz in the building. Yes, I. And
live.
We will waste no time. Where man am I youth? Everything up, everybody good?
We're blessed, man.
Bless.
Yeah, man. Well, you know.
Cricket, lovely cricket. Oh,
especially me, I'm feeling really good today, huh?
What kind of man?
Liverpool fans only.
Yeah, but anyway, we get straight into it. The Coppa Italia, Juventus and Atalanta. Juventus edged them 2-1. Unruly, get to it now.
Which is right. Yo, that game there, Juventus first half, that basically say, yo, them kind of play timid. Never want to release, so they want to release till the second half. Because Atalanta supposed to kill them off in the first half. Zapata get about 2 chances. But the man run past Delete. Just big and foolish.
Delete shaky nowadays, bro.
Shaky, yo. Zapata a beast. I'm going to say the man a beast. Yeah, man. So them supposed to kill out Juventus in the first half, but that's what happened when they give Juventus a chance to come back second half. Second half, Juventus will give them a chance in the second like game. Just come running straight at them. Couple changes. That was it.
Okay. So Mr. Say Malinowski score. I didn't watch the game. Malinowski score for Atalanta and the two youngins them score for Juventus.
Them say Malinowski I had his kicker in Italy.
Lovely foot.
Say that kicky ball hard.
Lovely. And Kies and Kulusevski score for Juventus.
Two beautiful goals, Shane.
Okay, I hear you.
Matter of fact, I two of them set up the last goal too. 1-2 assist.
Okay. Yeah. See, these are two players. Honestly, these are two players are future for Juventus. Whatever happens after this season, if they make it to Champions League or not, these are two building blocks. You know what I mean? That then go off and really building team and they're good players. You know what I mean? So therefore, it's good for them to get.
Once again, no Dybala come on right after a second goal.
I don't know what's gonna happen there.
Greg, what you have to say about that? You're Dybala, you know?
Oh, Dybala.
Yeah.
Alright, before I go to Dybala, Kulusevski goal, bro. Like the man make it look so easy.
Easy, Greg.
You know, see the keys of goal, but like from the top of the 18 at the angle, because I know straight. The man just passed the ball in the back of the net.
But them say I regular score them there.
Yeah, but he normally hit them hard. He normally whip them. This one him just pass it.
He just knock it, man.
You know? CR, I don't know if I'm final game for them for true, but them try hard to score. I mean, them play him as a point. I wish I took a lot of games.
In fight another game.
Yeah, but most games I normally play him with a Morata or another number 9. They had him as the point man today with Kulusevski. I play half-5, man. Him try. They try make chances for him in a work, but at least if he might end in career with Juventus, you know, he might end it with a trophy in last game, you know. And
true.
I don't know. You think this will save Pirlo's job, or he's still out of there?
It shouldn't save his job, but what we keep hearing from the club is like they might try to save face. They keep saying that he go stay there. So like that's all they've been saying. Even through the lowest of lows, they keep saying it's a long-term project. We take a long-term view of things, so therefore we go keep him there. Who knows? Maybe then keep him there until next season and see how the season start off. You know what I mean? Because Kota then go give him the players what I want. I don't know what that is and how you shuffle, you know what I mean, the team around, especially again with the backdrop of the financial climate in Italy. It might be difficult, you know. So I don't know. I don't know how you do that. You know what I mean? Because that's when I complain. You want to complain, say he kind of players when we want, and the style of play what I want to
Yo,
incorporate.
celebration today. Seal the deal. Just the way them a celebrate today, Shane, you can
Yeah.
say, yo, them not gonna let him go.
But Shane,
No,
so,
but it is a
Shane,
trophy though, Kush.
so Shane, the question I'm asking, are can Juventus afford to fire him? But also, can they afford to keep him?
After this weekend.
It's
After
almost
this
both
weekend.
questions you have to answer together.
That is a good point. That's a good point out of Kush. You know what I mean? After this weekend, I mean, it depends on if they play Champions League, right?
If they qualify for Champions League.
That's money in the bag, right? And then,
Yes.
may I pre-thought though, again, the point where you said they have to fire him. Again, I don't think you would make that much money, you know, and any young upcoming coach in Italy would aspire to take that team, then go back themselves and say, yeah, if we get this team, we can get it together and they still have talent and we can bring them up the table. So it's a damn good job they have, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a
True.
and let's see how it goes. But again, it's a big deal. If they get to the top four, they don't get to the top four. I think they might miss out, but who knows?
But saying that, because it probably it's some sorry, Zidane is the name being called about Juventus. Allegri name being called about Real Madrid
About
and
Real
Zidane
Madrid.
so
again, I wouldn't even. I don't know if me are Juventus, I wouldn't even go with Zidane right now. You know, I just think it's a too much question mark with Zidane. You know what I mean? But with Max Allegri, I think that is far down the road. Again, if we can get the deal together in terms of compensation, can go want whole heap of money together. I think that is going to be Real Madrid new manager.
Well, if you ask me, well, we see the other way. Well, I see Zidane as a coach who can play the attacking flamboyant style of football that we see him do it at Madrid. And he can also play the solid defensive style of football, which the Italian league calls for. Allegri, on the other hand, I've only seen Allegri coach one style of football. I'm not seeing him coach the style of football that Madrid fans yearn for. Because, you know, if Barca down there play pretty and Madrid play ugly and win,
that's
he's only going to be there for one season.
it's a running out of town like Rafa.
100%. You're absolutely right, Greg. And I say one thing with Juventus that was a criticism of him. Say he never played the most aesthetically pleasing football when they are Juventus. That's Max. But then Max Allegri always found back and say, yeah, my sort of football is effective. We win trophies. So what are you even complaining about?
Yeah, Max, the one that won it 9 times, right?
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. So, but again, Real Madrid fans, it's different with Zidane because them can't really criticize Zidane, right? But somebody who's Italian and don't really have no ties to the club like that,
yeah,
they want good football and they want to win. You know,
Raul's name being called there too, but I know Spain with there now. So I go stay at Italy. No, Raul's name being called, but I go stay there. As for Atalanta, like Coach said, them come out and them try. They played. They made a game of it.
Yeah.
Me still concerned about Papu Gomez though, because he's on loan, right?
Yeah. In Ghana,
he's on loan at Spain. They have a bunch of strikers. Because and as a part of loan, they have Ilicic, and they have the next color Luis Muriel. You know who are good strikers.
Muriel forward on.
Yeah, in forward on today. But I mean, I never really expect them to win it. I know they won't go make a game of it. Make Juventus have to put out a whole lot of energy and possibly tired out.
Juventus play a 4-4-2 in a Greg.
4-4-1-1. They play Kulistes.
Yeah.
But as far as Perlo complaining about the squad that he has, I mean, bruh, the team won it how many times on the road? And you strengthened this offseason. Because he bring in players. I mean, might not have been our world beaters, but he brought in players to that team, you know. Yeah. So let's see what's his why am I complaining about?
Just looking for the only thing. sorry, Greg. The only thing I would say is probably the midfield. Maybe they need to strengthen in the central midfield area.
Yes, sir. Ramsey not good enough.
Because he wanted Barella, right?
Huh?
He wanted Barella.
Yeah, I don't know how that works out.
I think Barella reminds him of him. That's probably one of the reasons why he was looking at him.
Oh, I do great. That's why. Yeah.
I mean, him play Rabiot today. Him keep on a chop and change it. And listen, he has to take some of the blame. You can't have a player like Dybala, who whenever he plays, who the season before playing alongside Cristiano Ronaldo had one of his best seasons ever. Because even me did I say, boy, I hit that for the ball now and go get overshadowed. But instead, his game improved. And then you come in and you can't find a way to fit him into that system. I mean, come on. You know?
He'll have something against the ball, honestly.
He left too much up to his players. Like, he knows I have the stars, I'm out there. You know, and just go out there and do it. Like, I don't think he did that much coaching.
Well, that reminds me of a coach.
Arteta?
No. P coach.
And, you know, me always like you not talk about Dybala, you know. Because when I look on Dybala, I look on them stats. How much goal he scored this year?
He hasn't really played.
Blacksmith tell all what I say. His best season was at season before Ronaldo come there. He had 20-something goals.
Because when I check, he never have 5 goals. The last time I checked, he never have 5 goals.
That is feasible that he might not have more than 5 goals. And yet still, he didn't play. Like, he haven't played this season.
Any forward want to have 5 goals, me not even want to hear them name.
He's not a 9. He's not a 9, Blacks.
I know I say forward. Me never say him a centre forward.
Yeah, but he not play up there alone. The ball and the player go take out the ball and create. He's the one who
5
creates.
goals.
Blacks.
Push him. Push a look. How much he have push?
At the end of the day,
Blacks. The man only played probably about 9 matches.
No, he barely played for real. Morata was the one playing striker. Morata and Ronaldo play most of the games.
All right, him played 19 match and him only start about 5 of them, Greg. Out of 19 match him play.
Again, what we have to do. Yeah. What we have to do is try to see. You know, we see it enough times where people underachieve in a certain club and then go somewhere else, and you know them end up basically, yeah. When they go somewhere else, and getting like a new lease of life. I think you need a move. You know what I mean? I think you definitely need a move. You know, and it's funny because the year before, when it came into Premier League, it was links with Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham, all kind of different links. And I think he should have taken the move there because at least what would I do? He would have given him a new opportunity to play himself and put himself in a shop window. You know what I mean? And the Premier League are the biggest place for advertise yourself. So I think it would have been a good move for you.
As I said, I've never see a person who play a forward position and nobody can tell me nothing, say man a centre forward or whatever. If my player for the left or for the right, he's not prolific. He has never been prolific for the last about 4 or 5 years.
When Salah went there at Chelsea,
Salah played 19 games at Chelsea and he come off I bench 17. He scored 2 goals.
Exactly.
But again, Salah didn't make a move because the thing is the amount of Salah,
you wouldn't have buy him.
We wanted to buy him. He chose Chelsea over Liverpool the first time. Liverpool wanted to buy him.
I said you wouldn't buy him.
Oh, from Chelsea? Yeah. No. After Chelsea, we probably we will still wanted him.
Blacks, I'm not talking about Liverpool. I'm talking about you. You said any striker will not score more than 5 goals. You know,
I wouldn't have bought Salah from
Chelsea. Blacks, hear me out. 2 seasons ago, he had 22 goals.
In all competition?
In Serie A. When Pogba them leave and the team became his, he had 22 goals.
Yes, that's true.
But from Ronaldo forward and him play second fiddle, he still averaged over 10. He still had over 10 goals in the league last season. But then this season now they change the coach and he doesn't fit the coach system or whatever the coach is looking for. He hasn't gotten the playing time, even though it's a 19 games.
So
But look how much he
you're
has
saying
done.
he need to be the focal point of a team then to get some goals.
No,
You
I'm saying he needs to play. He needs to play.
You
to
need
get
playing time.
utilized.
He needs playing time.
Okay.
That's
You
all
can't
you need.
judge it. It's just like people say Pepe a bug. And Pepe not get the
Brilliant
chance.
point. We just like I said that, Greg.
You see when Pepe get the chances, what happened? When Pepe play, Pepe hasn't played 5 games in a row since the Arsenal. Has not. I mean, he can bet money on that. He has not played 5 games on the track.
And
since
Greg,
the Arsenal.
whenever he finds some form, the coach drop him.
Well,
Yeah.
we now want to play top one on 10th place team and now still.
You're getting sidetracked.
Okay.
Anyways,
Good.
all right. If close off Italy, Buffon finally hang up the gloves. One off is about that.
What a
Legacy.
Deserve it.
Bruh, Bojo, let me start. When me watch Syria in the late 90s,
That's it.
he
was
was at
old.
Parma and Toldo was at Inter. Inter did have Toldo. And both of them did try squeeze out Peruzzi and Pagliuca out of the Italian national squad. Because Buffon and Toldo did look a bit younger than them. And from him getting that team, from him getting the Italian team, I mean, for somebody, that's our from about 2000. It's like that. And he might play league football before that. So his career has probably been like 26 years. And the first 21 out of that, he's been at the top level. I probably was the last 5 years. I think 5, probably 3. Or the season before he leave go PSG, which I can't see the reason why he did that.
Go take some money, Greg. Man, just go take some money.
Yeah,
Man.
Take some money.
That's right.
but
Get some money that side.
yeah, so up until even at PSG, he was still at top level. So probably it was the last season and a half.
Till
Yeah,
Rashford
he
keep
keep at top
passing.
level. I mean, I one of the best me ever see in the goal. Him and Oliver Kahn.
Hey, one thing though, remember, me and Black T have a conversation and Black T say, I can ask her one question and I can better can't answer. I'm gonna say what? Him say, yo, who are Italy second keeper? I'm gonna stop and pause. I'm like, to think about it, me never see nobody else in the goal. Never.
I really talk.
From me no Italy, it was Buffon. From me no Italy.
Donnarumma, no.
When there was backup Shane, I mean, is he Italian, the one that went there at PSG? Sirigu.
Well, Salvatore Sergo?
Yeah, is he Italian?
Yeah, I think so. It
He
sounds
went there on the bench one at the time.
yeah.
But yeah, me can't really remember.
Right, again, just the commanding presence. You know what I
Yep.
mean? A real leader, to be honest, you know. The other thing, because everybody can you know, say these kind of anecdotes because he's been that kind of larger than life individual in a game. You know, the other thing is always when they line up on Italy, they play, and you see him they sing the Italian national anthem. You always see him singing with gusto and kind of rally.
Yeah. Every Italian sing that with pride, Shane.
Yeah, but they always pan him, and you can see, say, yeah, it means something to him. You know, really commanding presence. You know, anytime you see him in that goal, you know, just always seems like, say, he's bigger than everybody else. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, all you have to do is give him the ratings and respect for the longevity in this player. There's no doubt about it, bro.
Yep. And 175 games for Italy.
It's crazy.
Wow.
That's a career only for national team, eh? That's a career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 175 games.
Yeah.
And I like them and they play. And I like them and they get up and play useless friendlies like Brazil, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Really, Greg? Really? Really?
Come on, Buju, keep it moving, Buju.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Shifting gears. So Italian league scratch off. Coupe de France.
Shane, say it in French for him.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Anyways,
Me know watch the game
Greg, get them.
Me know watch the game because Arsenal game did go on and then by the time the second half started, me dey busy. But me dey keep tabs on it. And firstly, is Neymar injured?
No, he got a yellow card in the semi-final, and it excluded him from this game because of accumulation.
Because I was wondering why I didn't see him.
So him still now win one title again this year.
Wow, really, really black.
So where you say that he won't get a medal? He won't get a medal. He didn't win.
He didn't win it. He got a medal, maybe.
Yes, he won. What are you talking about?
Blacks are France back, right?
Me no bat nobody, man. But Jamaica, one play you. But Jamaica.
Alphonso Davies.
Anyways, brilliant game from Mbappe as usual.
You go back France, Mendy are France.
Yeah. Brilliant game, and it kind of top off a season of him being very good, right?
First time 40 goals.
Huh?
First time 40 goals in a season. Well, international goal added to it too, but yeah. At the first time I hit the 40 goal mark.
It's a great goal, and for somebody who really wants to see him go to the next level, me just sad say he won't get that injury right when then they play Manchester City.
Yeah,
different. And then he would have in our running, because then he would have in our running for Ballon d'Or. That's all I care about really, because I do think he's one of the best players in the world. He scored one heap of goals, and the other thing is he have tons of assists too. You understand what I mean? So it's like Thierry Henry kind of thing. So again, he was on that level. He was on that level.
Levels.
No. Seriously, he's on that level. But you can't not win your league and mess up in the Champions League and win the Ballon d'Or. So he's out of here. Again, he have to go back to the drawing board. I think he's gonna leave because he not signed a contract yet. And Neymar signed a contract. He not signing contract yet. I think that Real Madrid probably try to find money on that coach everywhere. Anywhere they can find it.
Yeah, Liverpool.
The Nike sign,
to be honest.
Nike.
Why you use
Nike money.
Blacks. Mbappe now gonna play Thursday league. Forget about that.
Where you talk about youth?
Listen, Mbappe now gonna play Thursday league. Forget about
pull up the standing.
Right.
Yeah, we stick to the course.
Yeah, but and again, it's admirable that but I think that he want to figure out Real Madrid, and if Real Madrid can afford him, that's where he gonna go. You understand what I mean? But again, it's if they can't find the money. So we'll see how it goes. In our weird way, we want to figure out Real Madrid too. You know what I mean? Again, if you get him on that sort of league, because then people will say a caveat is that people say, oh yeah, but he's not bug league. So yeah, make him go on a Spain. Which Spain is a bug league too, because they only have a couple teams and the other teams are no good. So I don't know, man.
I mean, couple teams and the third team is about to win the league.
Yeah, there you go. You know.
All right.
So really, get appealing to you right now with a Messi who upon him last leg, still excellent. No Cristiano there, Real Madrid. Seem a bit rudderless in terms of their playing squad.
Yes,
and even leaderless too right now with Zidane probably leaving. How appealing is Spain really, and where's the rivalry gonna be? Because unless Haaland go to, I look at it, and there's no finish apart here. Yeah. Unless you get somebody like Haaland going to Barca and Mbappe going to Madrid, where you recreate that same scenario where you have with Cristiano and some of the far
good point.
The other leagues and the other things that are going on, to me, have
good point.
Somehow taken away some of that glass off of Real Madrid right now. But that doesn't mean still.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The Spanish league already have, like Real Madrid. When you go to Real Madrid, they already have that allure, Blacks, right? So even though, so again, it is a platform for you go there, and if you win them the league or win them the Champions League, again, he achieve what he go there for, and he go end up being in and amongst it, because again, they look at the French league as a league. Exactly. But as soon as you got Spain and you perform, or you got England and perform, then you're up on a pedestal, and then FIFA will give you things, and that's what you need.
Well, and
I won everything.
I'm only making the point based on the fact that, you know, a lot of people who are into football right now, they watch when I talk football, they have lived through Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi for the last almost 10 years, how much years now in Spain?
Yeah.
In Spain.
Oh, 15.
And Real Madrid and Barcelona have even gotten bigger during that stage of that rivalry. So for him to go there, I'm thinking that he also needs a similar adversary, not just in the teams, but also in a person.
But he goes still have Champions League to play, so it don't matter.
Well, it's the thing about the El Clasico need to be appealing at the same time, just same way.
And again,
Barca will find a way. If he goes to Madrid, Barca they find if he's even going to get Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, and then
he doesn't have the pull. You can call him until you drop. Lautaro Martinez doesn't have the pull to make no rivalry with nobody like that.
If them get rid of Messi,
He might not have the name. Lautaro might not have the game.
Yo, again, you see the difference with me and a lot of people. I think that whenever Messi leaves, Barcelona will still have a good team. So Ansu Fati, right? So he has been injured this year and all of these things. But I think Ansu Fati, I think that Dembele, they have good players there. So therefore, exactly, so they do have good players.
They have a lot of inconsistent, talented players.
No, actually,
Ansu Fati, as much as I think the young man has a career ahead of him, but tell me what, he really hasn't done it yet. He really hasn't done anything at all. So I wouldn't put my basket to itch my wagon to Ansu Fati at the moment because, again, he's 18 now, and he really hasn't done any. He hasn't played half a season of football as yet.
If Barca is supposed to lose Messi right now, right? That's how much? Well, $500,000 half of the books, weekly wages. You're trying to tell me that they can appeal to other big game player come link up with Griezmann.
Their destination too.
Again, I say.
Go on.
Go ahead.
No, Mengo said they might can't even appeal to Neymar to come back, but him resign
Paris.
with Paris, so that not gonna really happen right now. But come on,
we'll see how it goes. An idea wherever if Mbappe go to Spain again, you just give him a platform to perform. The Champions League is still there. I think when you win the Champions League, and if you're winning that Champions League, that's how you win Ballon d'Ors. You win everything else.
Fair question. So who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or this year?
I said Lewandowski.
Which is right.
Last year.
I gotta be fair.
Last year.
But that's what I say. If Mbappe went stay and fit and then went past, if they went past Manchester City and win it, then you have to give it to him. But give it to Lewandowski because he should have won it last year and he scored a bag of goals and then dominated. Give it to him.
Blacks. One more thing. Before Dino went to Barca, I mean, the Clasico was still appealing, even though Barca never have the big names. Barca had a great team, but they never have that big name superstar before Dino went down there. And Madrid was in their Galactico era. And Madrid was still appealing to players. Players still wanted to go to Madrid. So none of it say because Barca now have a big name if Messi leaves. Trust me, it is still the Clasico, bro. And they're gonna find a way.
Well, look at it now. Madrid don't have that big name player.
Yeah,
that big name player. Right?
And Madrid actually win the league. And I beat Barca.
Yeah. Because Madrid, again, we always said every young Spanish and South American player, we ask them who they want to play for. It's always Madrid or Barcelona, right? Used to be Milan back in ideas too. You know what I mean? But they don't want to go to England. You know what I mean? So
it used to be Man U.
They want to play
it used to be who push?
Used to be Man U Blacks. Don't forget
no
to
South American player don't want to go Man U.
And to mash up the careers of Varane and
Alexis Sanchez
and all of these people.
No, Arsenal do that.
Unless you name Alexis Sanchez.
No South American player want to go to Man U.
So Arsenal mash up Falcao too.
No, Falco come do anything and cut down.
All right, Forlan.
Falco did mash up already, brother. Falco did mash up already.
What happened to Varane? What happened to Varane?
And for
Warren
that,
come win
And
things.
Folan.
Folan win things, you know, Greg. Folan win things.
Anyways,
Folan win things.
shifting gears.
Half
Speaking
an
of
hour.
South American, Zin, Greg want to elaborate about the Copa Libertadores.
All right, so it's not about the Copa Libertadores. It's about an issue that happened. So River Plate have about between 16 to 20 players who test positive for COVID. There are 4 goalkeepers test positive. As a matter of fact, the last game that they played, the Peruvian team, it was only the 4th place goalkeeper that was available as a goalkeeper. So now they're without 16 players, 4 goalkeepers out. And they appeal to CONMEBOL and say, all right, since our squad is depleted because of COVID, can you postpone this game? And then tell them, no, they have to play. So in tonight's game, which is still going on, they're playing Santa Fe from Colombia. Enzo Perez, the Argentine midfielder, he's actually the goalkeeper tonight. Want to think about a situation like that? Because when we see it this evening, I say, no, man, somebody from Boca Juniors must be the head of the Copa Libertadores, because there's no way on earth like the team should be forced to play. I mean, that would be like Man U have a team and is a Liverpool person.
Greg, Man U play 5 games in a 3 day.
Kush,
Different circumstances, Greg. The players, Kush. A different circumstances that Kush.
Yeah.
Yeah, the unruly Man U fan them cause that.
Yeah, but no, seriously though. But it's a serious conversation.
Hi, Black. Hi.
I don't know. It's a tough one for really pray out, right? Because I don't know the rules, and again, it's just an unprecedented time with COVID, right? Because again, you can't. A football calendar is set up a way where you can't keep putting off matches because you have the summer forward up, you have international tournaments.
Yeah.
15, right? So therefore, how do you put these things off? If somebody if somebody is under COVID protocol, why usually 10 days? You know what I mean? So what are you gonna do? Put the match off for 10 days? I don't think you could do that, because then again, because the football calendar is so populated, it's difficult for rescheduling game. So again, it's not popular, but it probably just logistically that's what they have to do.
Well, the other part was,
they didn't have a bench.
But they're winning though, right?
It's 2-1 now.
But the other thing is that there's a lot of things, because one of the things I always try to hear, I'm never hear this. But again, in COVID time, you have protocols, you have different things that you need to follow. And I don't know if they were following it. I don't know if the league even look at that and say, oh, you didn't follow some of these things, so we're not gonna give you no benefit of the doubt on some of these things.
That's what I was trying to tell earlier.
I think Shane is right. There's so much logistics that goes on to set up a league, and with all that's coming up right now, you just don't know. And sometimes you just have to go ahead. That's why they should have taken the 3 points of money and get them to Liverpool. That's
just like Williams did go at Magic City, go buy chicken wings. Don't work like that, bro.
Exactly. If you break rule like that, you can't put up game for that. And
don't work like that. Them River Plate players, a strip club, then go.
Sir, this is a live thing, you know.
Coach, this is a live.
I'm Greg.
Coach, this is a live. Welcome to your video, sir.
Coach, what are you doing, man?
What do you think? Come to your video.
Yeah, but all right, me get to no point. I don't agree, but me get to no point. I like with the calendar being as stacked as it is, I can understand. So probably it was up to River then to say, all right, here we go forfeit this game. If that be the case, that's probably the only thing they could have done. Because the man didn't have no subs right now.
Yeah, but with all that being said, even though protocols and whatever are put in place, there is no guarantee that players won't catch the virus. There's no guarantee. So there's always two sides to the story. You can follow every possible protocol, and players still get tested positive. So 6 or 1 half dozen the next.
It's unprecedented. 100 years, we never see something like this. It's tough. People just make up the rules as they go along, and that's all they can do. They think they try them best to contain this thing. It is what it is. You know what? It's better than them play. Somebody did have that crap, and then he infect other people. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because it's a long tournament. True.
It's a long tournament, bro. You know, so
True.
It's tough, but I understand. I kind of understand where you're going.
Yeah, me understand.
Mm-hmm.
Where's it? Enough for that then.
All right,
No,
shifting gears. Shifting gears. The Premier League, you know, is it?
Which is
We
right.
already know the winners. We already know the winners, you know, but between the Champions League spot and the Thursday League, you look interested. Because Black seriously, Liverpool will play Champions League next year.
They are.
Serious, no. A Thursday League, they must play. Anyway,
I'm going to use a brand new Nike jersey in the European League.
Either Black Solar, Black some respond them first. Because it Monday, me say Leicester was gonna lose to Chelsea because there was no way Leicester played that hard over the weekend and come beat a Chelsea team who have a bigger squad. You know, so I did call it on Monday.
They look for revenge too.
Yeah, so I did call and say Leicester go lose. The ball would have been in Liverpool court then. All Liverpool have to do is win them game against Burnley. They game in hand then. You know, and which you guys did today. So now it is up to who have weekend? Crystal Palace?
They have Palace.
The Eagles.
I mean, if you have the same Palace where we play against today, you should be okay.
Without
Eze is out for the rest of the season. Actually, Eze might be out for way longer than just the rest of the season. Because what is it?
It's at Anfield too.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually the problem.
That actually give them a chance.
No, it's at Anfield with crowd.
That give them a chance.
Oh, you're right. There is gonna be crowd.
The fans back.
The first time the fans are gonna see us since we actually win the title.
That is not no point.
So, Leicester have.
Some boy can cry.
Leicester have Tottenham. And Harry Kane, I mean, do the lap of hand and cry today and all these things. We don't know Tottenham players and can cry.
Said they're on the beach already.
You know what that means?
They're on the beach.
What that mean?
He's definitely gone.
He's out of here.
Gone.
Yeah.
He's out of here.
And Chelsea have Villa, who Villa don't have a lot playing for except for Pride, which, you know, Villa
Villa is ahead of Arsenal.
Playing for today.
No, Villa is right behind Arsenal. Okay.
Wait, that's the Blacks ahead of which Arsenal?
I forgot.
So, I mean, Chelsea still have a chance of not making it, but I think they'll be in. The pressure is gonna be on Leicester, even though they're playing at home. And Tottenham, listen, Tottenham needs the Europa League spot. They have the final because West Ham I think seal up the first Europa League spot or the second spot.
Yeah.
So no, actually, what is it? 2 Europa League teams?
2, yeah, 5 and 6.
Low quality.
The 7 team going to the Europa Conference.
No, Black, we're not talking about conference. No, I'm talking about Europa League. It's
5 and 6. 2 teams.
So Tottenham have to win that game to give themselves a chance.
Yeah.
That even winning it, they're still not in it. You know?
Yeah, because Everton them on the same
No. Everton not in this right now. We're talking about West Ham. It's going to be
goal difference too bad push.
It's going to be between who don't make the top 4, West Ham and Tottenham, for the 2 Europa League spots. Those are the 3 teams. So between Liverpool, Leicester, and Chelsea, plus West Ham and Tottenham, those are the 3 teams going to be fighting for the 2 spots. So Tottenham going to have to go out and play hard against Leicester. They have something playing for, you know. So I am leaning towards Leicester missing out on the top 4 right now. I mean, I don't see Liverpool slipping right now. But I mean, don't prove me wrong. I mean, I would love you to prove me wrong.
I tend to agree with you, Greg.
Yeah?
Although I tend to agree with what you said. And I think Leicester go miss out because they have to beat Tottenham and Tottenham have to play hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Tottenham have a good team. So yeah, and again, it's one of them things that we're with Liverpool playing at Anfield, playing for something. Palace not having that much to play for. You see, come on, bro, and I say,
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
He scored 4 in 4 straight games now. Benteke scoring 4 straight games.
You saw nervous blocks.
You know, actually, he always score against Liverpool. Remember, that's how we went and bought him. That's why we went and bought him a couple years ago, because the game before we buy him, he scored 2 against Liverpool. The last game he played before he joined us. And then when he joined us, he scored a spectacular one against Man U. All of us say, yay! And then he never score again. But listen, man, you know what? I see a lot of people are right off Leicester. I don't see Leicester lose 2 back-to-back games like this. I think they are now going to be motivated for it. I think they probably still don't make it, but I expect Leicester to win that game against Tottenham.
Leicester Bono.
I expect them to win it. The thing is, I do not expect Chelsea to win that game. You know, I remember when we were talking about on the last live, I said, I believe both teams go finish 1-1 in the last 2 games. And regard who win this game, the Chelsea game, the Chelsea-Leicester game, they are going to lose in the next game. And I believe that, and I still believe that's what's going to happen. This season has shown so much wrench in a spokes all year. Liverpool was out of
Who Chelsea playing?
Chelsea playing Villa.
Oh God.
You know, and we said Villa don't have anything to play for, but El Ghazi has been playing really good football. Grealish finally back now. He's gonna be back now for 3rd game in a row. So you expect him to be kind of be up to speed a little bit more.
I watch him today again get the ball and flow through Spurs midfield like a knife through butter.
So he should be up to speed. By Sunday, I'm expecting to see him up to speed.
He's gonna look good in an Arsenal jersey, bro.
Are you a comedian, sir?
Still Grealish, because he's still probably up on a bubble for Southgate for in squad. One go pick. So Grealish have things to prove. You know, only Watkins have things to prove. You know,
exactly.
True. Bubble.
So saying that,
be a good game.
Traore, who is a former Chelsea player, have things to prove.
You know,
very good.
So from that perspective, I think Villa has a lot to play for, because individuals in the team have a lot to play for, and I think, and it's the last game of the season. You know, it's their home game.
Is that Villa Park?
It's at Villa Park. They're gonna have fans there. Listen, man, all of this go conspire to make Villa want to go there and give them fans something. And I just remember that last game last year when Grealish played one of the most amazing games I've ever seen him play. To help keep them up last year, he was amazing, and I expect him with fans back again in the stadium. Again, he's gonna do a performance like that. So my perspective is that I see Villa winning that game, and I see Leicester winning their game. Liverpool, if you cannot beat Chelsea, Crystal Palace, you're not supposed to be in the Champions League. It's as simple as that. If you couldn't beat Burnley, if you can't beat West Brom, which why I don't know, Alisson father score 1 goal, can't Alisson do it? Alisson father score 1 goal for heaven, I tell you. You know? But if you can't beat these teams, you don't deserve to be in it. So I'm going with the confidence that Liverpool is gonna win this game, because that's the only way you should be in the Champions League. I wouldn't want to see anything else happen and Liverpool find a way inside here. It should be you win it and you get in. And if you don't win it, you don't deserve to be there. You shouldn't be inside here. Saying that, 9 games ago, I said we were not gonna lose. We haven't lost. It's not gonna happen this time. Push. I don't care what man you support them once. You can run off for the life if you want. Let me tell you, we haven't lost, and we will not lose.
Blacks, you say Liverpool was going to win all games. You never do that.
Huh?
You say Liverpool was going to win all games. You never say Liverpool.
Sir. Me talk about that. I was a bit zealous when I said we go win all of them. What I meant to say was that we weren't going to lose any.
More like draw.
Black, you're a Liverpool fan. You're always zealous.
I was a bit zealous, sir. But we haven't lost.
We're gonna get to the games. Southampton Leeds, we're not going to discuss that. 2-0 Leeds. We don't have nothing to say.
Are we doing a preview?
No.
We just have to go through the result then.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the
okay.
Does Bramford have a shot with Southgate? Does he really have a shot?
No.
How much goal is up to now? About 70. How much in there?
16.
16?
16.
Question: is Ings fit?
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
But he was
bro.
on the bench last game.
All right. So if
To be
Ings is
honest,
fit,
Bamford better than Inks, bro.
hold on, man. Yeah, but it's Southgate. If Ings is fit, he's gonna bring Ings, Rashford, and Kane as his striker. If he might bring a fourth one, why you looking like that, coach? If he's bringing a fourth striker, right? Tammy hasn't played.
Greenboard is in amongst it.
Forget say he's
And
a
he might
striker.
ask me why me I look so.
But is he a striker though?
The best finisher?
But is he gonna play him as a striker? Is he gonna play him as a number 9? Coach, stick with the plan.
Quickly. We don't need
Stick with the plan.
fear.
So
Yeah.
the next spot is between Bamford, Tammy Abraham, and Oli Watkins. Who do you bring?
I would bring Bamford.
Bamford, based
Okay.
on
So you answer your one question, Blacks. He has a chance.
It has, yeah. It's a bubble,
Alright.
but we'll see them going.
moving on.
I mean, it's 26 players. You have a chance.
You want to say, I don't know if you hear this, me say today, like you want to complain, say it shouldn't be 26.
It's too much.
It's too much. I'm like, it's gay shit.
The guy is just a clown, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the hell, man?
I
So
mean,
it's a fish, man.
if
Anyway,
you're not confident of pick 22, I mean, he have a problem picking 26 when
Well,
he
and-
give him extra places.
And we know say he's gonna bring 4 right back anyway. So now he can bring 6 right back.
moving on.
Yeah, bring them all. Yeah.
Okay,
and
moving on.
5 defensive midfielders.
Yeah, exactly. Now he can bring us all of them if he want.
Look, we're moving on.
Should have a 10 there.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe pick Leeds who win that, and it went according to plans. So-
Yeah, but this is where
Yeah?
all I know did wrong. Talk about Fulham I get bag up. Yeah, all I know.
Well, me never say bag up. Me say 4-2.
No, bag up.
But
That's
Bag
all.
up.
Yeah,
I did not say
All I
bag
know
up.
say bag up.
I did not say bag up. I
Greg,
gave
4
Fulham
goal
2
is
goals.
bag up.
That's
Give
all.
4 goal, that's bag up.
Yeah, but I
That's a
gave them.
bag.
Listen, all right.
Have you
well,
ever
we
gone
can-
to supermarket and buy a bag of orange? You get 4 nights.
me can finish that. Me have manners. When I said Fulham is gonna score 2, Blacks and Chiggy and somebody in the comment section say, "I'm a 6-0 them again. I want to say a 4-0 them again." There's no way Fulham will score
Go
for
for read, man.
At least I gave them goals.
Greg,
That's all me I say.
did
I
I
was
say
confident enough to give them goals.
did I say something good about Manchester United the last time? I did.
I don't remember.
That means
But-
I never mean it.
But that little boy from Fulham, Carvalho.
You should have scored next goal, though, dog.
Yeah, where what do you name Anguissa play him through?
Yeah, man.
Bug.
But
Coach.
you think, looking at him, do you see him staying at Fulham in the championship, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, you need.
Yeah, you might help Fulham come up back.
yeah? But German clubs love them being teenagers, bro. I think they're pedophiles in Germany, but them love them at that age, and especially with his, his skill and speed. Who knows? Because he's 18, he's been in their youth setup for a while now. He come through Fulham system, so who knows? But yeah, good
Anybody who advise him to attempt if he stay in a championship and I'm playing game, maturing game, and I go sit down for nobody's bench. That
True.
would be the smart thing to do.
Because he will be getting game. Because Bobby Reed and a few others more than likely go move on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He will be getting playing time.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Bobby Reed might end
set
up
up
at
that goal
Crystal
for them, right?
Palace.
That Fulham pay bill go look big in the championship though.
It's gonna but then we get
But-
parachute payments.
But
They
yeah,
offer
because
parachute payments to help them out.
and
But,
they haven't finished their parachute payment from the last time because I think it's 3 years the parachute payment go for or something
Yeah.
like that, you know. Yeah.
Hey,
So-
speaking
so-
of Bobby Reed, Zin, me wish JR did there. Him love big up Captain America, right? Captain America has 4 goals and 1 assist. And Bobby Reed of 5 goals and 2 assists.
But Bobby play way more than him too.
Me no business.
Bobby
Yeah,
and
more
Bobby
games.
and
You know for the
Greg,
games.
Greg, don't hold on.
Put
hold on.
Bobby Reed. Put Bobby
play
Reed
most
in
wing
the
back.
Chelsea team.
Bobby Reed play mostly wing back.
And put him in
No,
a Chelsea
no.
team with more talent.
Yes.
Put him in a Chelsea team
Bobby
with
Reed
more
play
talent.
all over the field. Sometimes him are the striker. Sometimes
He
he
play
plays a false
everything.
nine.
He probably play about 10 of the outfield position them this year.
Yeah.
Believe me, he has been
But
all over the place.
put him in a better team.
Buju, don't overdo it. Me as Jamaican, I'm a rate Bobby Reed, but don't overdo it. If Pulisic is
Anyway,
like
No,
Pulisic
Pulisic a
is
killer.
better than him.
Pulisic a killer.
Pulisic a killer. Me not take that from him.
Yeah,
But me just
yeah.
say,
Don't- Buju, don't overdo it. Buju, move on
Captain
to the
America.
next.
Let's get it back to Manu, because again, Manu fans that must be disappointed with this result. You know, the last game
Of
the
course.
season, you forward in, and after that lovely goal, unbelievable stuff. You know what I mean?
True,
Coming by Fernandez, and just that lovely chip out of Cavani, and you get that goal and make things all right, then go on and really seal this up and put on a performance see fun. And it was really a game where it could have gone either way. You
But
understand?
shit,
It's an anticlimactic.
that's to show you so we need a defender badly because
Yes, because
we can't
you
just we can't keep a clean sheet. It's just that
you can't rely
boy
on
can't
Lindelof.
defend. Can't defend. Lindelof,
That is a fair point.
no matter how much we try with him, we try. Because Shatta just said something in a comment, and it's shame for me I say this. It's shame for me I say this. But Shatta is absolutely right.
That's a fair point.
Harry Maguire actually make Lindelof better because in a ways Lindelof now have to go buck the ball. Him not have to defend 1-on-1. You see me? So in a sense, the two of them do make 1.5. Them don't make 2.
Coach, just so you miss Maguire, I'm me drink to that.
Brother, listen to me now, man. Listen to me, but
I mean, Pops
honestly
will come with,
speaking,
and you know,
I don't know what's wrong with my coach, but I think him should have just start by and Tom Xavier. Because if you have a European final for the play, right? You start by and Tom Xavier and wrestling the left because Maguire pick up an injury. You know what? Me just I said from your starting 11. If Lindelof in here starting 11, you know what I him. So why would you play him?
But you have to give him. But remember, I said no. I know they were gonna play. I thought you'd have put even more. He didn't put Rashford in because I thought you guys were gonna play your strongest side for that one, and actually not play him for the next game. So I don't expect to see Lindelof in next game because I expect he's gonna try.
Actually,
Is
me actually see my starting 11 where him actually put out there in our but 75th minute when him bring on Rashford. When him take off Fred, take off McTominay. Right? McTominay pull up and him take off McTominay. And him have Fred left out them drop back pack by him have Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno, and Cavani. Other 5 that front 4 them would I want to see in a European final, but we know the PE coach. We're not going to see that.
We're going to be back to final.
Because the reason why, as I'm say, the reason why I'm keep on a play that 2 midfielder there, you see it already. Fulham end up get a goal.
Push. The only problem with that lineup, though, now, if you all start that lineup and things don't go well at the beginning, what are the changes? Who is it gonna make a difference? Because like for example, in a game like this, when you could pull on Rashford, if you all start with all of them up there and something don't go well, who's gonna look for the bench for a difference?
That's the thing, blacks. If me I go start with them, me I go start with them.
They can bring on the kid.
Ahmad front net blocks.
Ahmad who wasn't played all here, we're gonna put him in a final and say, oh, you go make the difference.
In a Europa League score.
Yeah, Daniel James been playing good, but Daniel James is a change. We're gonna come off at the bench, we're gonna end up stretching team at the end of the game. We're gonna forward on and press. We know Solskjaer gonna make that change. That change is a guaranteed change. Daniel James, 80 or 75 minute change are gonna make.
Coach, hold on. Blacks. All right, let's say I agree with you on CR. You know, start Rashford, Cavani, and Greenwood at the same time. All right?
Greenwood.
And you go play Pogba in one of those forward positions and rest one of them. You still don't have to play Fred and McTominay. You have Van der Beek, who's a ball player.
Thank you, Greg.
I don't agree that he should have played them, But when we think about the Rashford thing, to start all of them like that, me believes personally when you do that, you put yourself in a position where, hey, listen, man. As much as you go talk about James and when Diallo or whatever his name and all these other persons,
listen, Black.
For the entire season, none of these persons have set the world on fire.
All right. Let me just complete what I say. You're going into a final. You're not thinking about who Afia come out for the bench. Are you not thinking about say you Afia left better quality on the bench than who's on the field? You're going to kill off the game. You're not going to kill off a team. Isn't that what you got to do? All right, let's
but
say
we know that this is not Solskjaer though. He doesn't go out of the kill-off game. He has never done it in a year and a half in the Man United.
What can do that?
Exactly.
What can do that?
Yeah, it's
what
if
can
you say it's the coach, then
happen?
But when you go play against a Fulham and you go coach so that you give Fulham the confidence to come into the game. You shouldn't. With the caliber players that you have from the game start, Fulham supposed to be on the back foot. Fulham supposed to think about defending. Fulham not supposed to bright enough to think so they can come attack you. Because if they do it, the counter-attacking speed that you have, the counter-attacking speed that you have, if Fulham make the mistake and attack and lose the ball up the field, they should be in problems. You know? So, I mean, as you said, still at the coach with them have, so you may understand with that coach, them playing like that. But
I think him should have used Scott McTominay and Van der Beek in that midfield and play.
Yeah, it's gonna be a boring Europa League final because Emery.
None of team them don't want the ball. Both of them want to play on counter attack.
Yeah.
And again, I ask the question: Is Maguire going to forward back for the final?
No.
Okay, well, let's see how it goes, man.
Not the way me see when I walk on that the half.
Yo, it's gonna be Bailly and Lindelof.
Bailly and Matic.
Jesus Christ, Greg.
Where about you?
Greg.
Next game.
Bailly and man. Matic and Fred no deserve a jersey for the final.
With Manu again, them Afi. The summer gonna be interesting, but it's just like anything else. If they win the Europa League, I guess it's a good compensation for them for the season and finish second. But if they don't win it, then questions have to be asked.
Well, the Villarreal team was very poor last time I saw them, and I don't know all those gooners.
Hey, we talking about the Premier League. We're
talking about Man U. We are talking about the Europa League final. Listen to me. I don't know how Arsenal conspired to lose to a team like that because they were poor. Extremely.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. It must be. So I don't expect this to be a real challenge for Manchester United. If Manchester United play 75% of what they can do, they run away with this game. Based on the 2 times Messi Villarreal play.
How often does Man U even play 60% to their team's potential?
But 60% of Manchester United game is counter-attack anyway, so that's easy. So they're bam, So they don't need to actually want to play the ball, and they'll be fine. Listen to me. I don't expect this to be anything other than a Manchester United win. Regardless of which team. I don't think Ole can conspire to lose this game.
No, you're right. You're right. Remember me said after we first
played talent, Blacks.
Yeah, that to me will be the determining factor.
Well,
they have too much talent to lose this game.
Well, guess what? Pirlo have talent. That Italian have finished 5th. You know, sometimes it takes some coaching.
Inter Milan team kind of start off with a piece of hot fire. You
Actually,
can't really.
AC start off firing.
Mid-season
Yeah, but
after Inter
Zlatan
get
pick
kicked
up an
out.
injury.
After Inter get kicked out, Champions League, them really focus themselves on recover their season.
So can't continue what he was doing.
Next subject. Let's go.
Can we stay?
Next one.
All right. So
What do you need?
me pick that one, yeah. Me pick
Yes,
Brighton and
you see
Leeds
the game.
City.
Oh,
Wait
you
a
pick it?
second.
Yeah, Mr. Brighton win. Well, Jiggy say because City get red card. I mean, that I always find a way for
It's
this.
a part of the game.
Yo,
Well, it is a fact. It is because of City red card why Brighton got back in the game.
No, but
Hey,
City scored
no matter.
again after the
No,
red
no,
card.
I don't say no, but when you play with 10 men, at some point you start run out of steam.
you're
Not
talking
nonsense.
about City here. We keep
Yeah.
90% their ball blocks.
Yeah, I know, but again, you at some point you run out of steam. And Diaz never look all that Diaz like in this game.
Because Jota leave him on him body.
He never looked Diaz like at all in this game.
You know, so
Yeah.
good.
Which, again, I think, well, from that perspective, because City give up 3 goals, they give up 2, 3, 3 in the last 3 games. That wasn't the City team we're seeing. They went on about 18 games and then give up, I think, 3 goals in total.
Blacks them
And in the last 3 games, regardless of whatever you want to happen, they have given up 3 goals twice and 2 another time. So 5. They've given up 8 goals in the last 3 games. That's
That
not
game
good going into a
against
final.
Chelsea,
Man, them have
that
the
game
bigger
against
pieces, man.
Chelsea,
Man, not to
them
worry about
step
this.
off like gap from this one.
Yeah.
But again,
They're not
you
playing the
see,
ball
but
from Chelsea game.
one, we know that Pep does not understand the concept of taking foot off, I guess. And if him
No.
players them do it,
That's what I'm saying, the players,
there's
the
a
players
problem, and
mentally,
they have a problem with Pep.
Well,
Because Pep don't do that.
he kind of did it because he rests De Bruyne. Even when they were under pressure, he didn't bring him in.
He rotate the team and did the same thing again because he might look forward to him play the team when he wanted to play in this. He was supposed to play in this game. Mahrez come back in, Foden come back in, Ferran Torres was playing up front. That's the team he's gonna play in the final.
No,
That's the team he put out there.
no.
Ferran Torres not started on the final.
Ferran Torres not start.
Really?
And Rodri not start.
no black.
Yeah. So you said
Fernandino will be starting over Rodri. again.
okay, all right. So
It's
one
gonna be
come out.
Fernandino Fernandino
Gundogan
Gundogan.
started in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gundogan gonna start in the
Yeah,
final.
but all of them are starting the game. So Ferran Torres are the only one and Rodri
Gundogan
say come out
and
of the
De
team.
Bruyne.
then.
Yeah.
Again, that to me still saying play the team I want to play.
And he might play Kyle Walker over Cancelo because he seems to be
No,
leaning
Kyle
more
Walker
towards-
gonna play. Greg, you gonna start Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker must play with from the quarterfinal.
Yeah. In the important games
Yeah.
and so recently, he's been playing Kyle Walker as his right back.
Yeah, Kyle Walker must use.
Okay, well, we'll pick up on this, I guess, when we
Yeah.
Good win, guys.
Blacks, man.
Yeah, good win, Brighton.
Blacks love go off topic, you see, man.
That's true, man.
Yeah, let's patronize the hell out of Brighton and send them off.
Well,
Alright,
next subject.
but before we go though, was that was that a good way that Potter put himself in a shop window for the Tottenham job?
Tottenham.
But people no, because people are close-minded when you forward to these things. I mean, shop window for what? Right?
The
Because
Tottenham
it
job.
seems like there's a glass ceiling. Slap shop window for what? West Ham?
No,
I
Tottenham.
don't know where we go.
Tottenham.
I don't know if Tottenham would have given him the job. I would love to him get that job, but I don't know. I don't know if them would have looked at him. You would have to do something
Nah,
more.
get that job there.
Well, everybody has to reject them, so they're gonna have to give it to somebody.
Question. Since you're on the point of Potter and moving on, would you consider Palace a bigger team than Brighton right now?
That's a good point.
Yes.
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 That's true.
Because
Palace is a solid Premier League team who will not expect to get relegated
Right
anytime
now, have
soon.
a better squad, in my opinion, taking out Zaha.
Listen, to me. Right now, if next year come, I actually more think that Brighton have a stronger chance of being relegated than Palace. Palace will not set the world on fire, but I don't see them being a relegation candidate.
Yeah, them balance.
Blacks.
I disagree
You
with
take Zaha out of the picture and you talk a different argument, right?
Exactly. And I think that Zaha is done with that team. And remember say Eze just got injured and it's Achilles. So who knows when he forward back? I'm telling you, Roy Hodgson, whatever you say about him, you know if he stay in that Premier League. Give Steven Gerrard.
That's his last game. That was his last game.
Take a picture, print it. Give Steven Gerrard this job, and you'll relegate them just like how you just see Fulham get relegated.
You mean Steven Gerrard or you mean Frank Lampard?
Frank Lampard, same player.
Well, he hasn't gotten it yet. It's rumors.
Okay,
Yo, I
don't
know why they would have given him that sort of job. You need somebody that's wily and really can keep them in that Premier League. It's not an easy job where you see Roy Hodgson do. It's not easy if we keep them in that Premier League.
My next question then is, do you think Potter would leave Brighton and go to Palace?
Yes.
Well, that's a sideways step for me. That's a sideways
Actually,
move.
yes, and I think it would be a good move. I don't think he's ready for the next that level up with Tottenham them there right now. I think he could manage it, you know. I'm not saying he couldn't manage it, but I think he going to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is a solid Premier League team who are not gonna be relegated.
Blacks, apart from Zaha and Eze, who else would you want in your team at Liverpool from Palace?
Sometimes the sum of the parts is greater than the individual level.
I'm asking you a question and I need the answer. Gary Cahill is 95 years old.
We could use a backup goalkeeper, so I could take a backup goalkeeper. You're right. There's not much there. Individually, there's not much there.
That's what I'm saying. And then if you look on Brighton have, and I'm not talking about Welbeck, but they have people like Trossard, they have Bosuma, they have so much players there. Somebody like a Lewis Dunk, they have good players there, bro. It's a sideways step, and I think Brighton is a better team than Palace. But I could be wrong.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see on the live. We are going to shift to Chelsea Leicester.
Wow. Right on time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because I'm running off him more to the one bag of chatting. Because Leicester already cut in short in the cup.
Before Buju, we know we're not reach West Brom game yet. We know which West Brom game, but remind me to mention about Big Sam. Because he might be leaving at the end of the season. He's not playing on championship, but continue.
Yeah, Chelsea get back a strike.
Get back a strike.
Yeah, then get back a strike, but that strike they're kind of small. I don't want zebra stripe.
Nah, man. That so me up on a group yesterday while the game was going, and somebody commented and said the villagers from Leipzig put Timo Werner picture.
So you win war.
Put Timo Werner picture in our push. Yeah, somebody a chat. And I said the villagers from Leipzig put Timo Werner picture in our buckle and show it way. They just can't. He looked just like that. Like three goals he scored yesterday before he get one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, one offside. He shouldn't get one penalty.
One penalty.
And
one in hand. So hold on, let's not forget a penalty too.
Without VAR yesterday, Timo Werner have a hat trick. Because the linesman never flagged for them there. And the referee give them goal. Without VAR, Timo Werner score a trick. I actually feel sorry for him yesterday because he would have probably given himself a chance of
he put himself about, he make the runs, but in confidence just not did it. If I was a Chelsea fan, would I still persist with him till next year because him get himself, he make the runs, he fast, he have everything but the finishing. I think he'll forward for him. I think
Man,
he'll
them put up
forward
a
good.
standard today.
Next season should be a better season for him.
Werner
We would
Werner
hope.
scored 20 goal and 14 call offside. That was his stats. 14 call offside. They never tell the
Lewandowski to Chelsea rumors are heat up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on.
That would be worrying.
But they have
Yeah,
them
that would be worried, but then just spend one bag of money on Werner.
It's Chelsea. What are you talking about?
Oh, where you do? Cry unfair, Kush. Don't do it in a man fan. Don't do it in a
What you
man fan. Don't do it.
No. Me I say, yo, then just spend this whole heap of money on Werner and
But
Where do report them for financial fair
that's
play?
Hazard money they spend.
Fair play.
That's Eden Hazard money they spend. I actually
that's true to Black. That's true.
2 days ago I was looking at the net spend for the Premier League over the last 5 years, and Chelsea still only net spend is about $100 and something million over the last 5 years.
You know, a crazy thing too. They still have some young youths, the fuck you
But they can sell.
all these people, but they can sell off.
And
You
will
know what I mean?
continue to do it. You know?
Exactly.
So
So it's a business. While you might not like it, it's a business model where it could be fruitful. What if they decide to sell a Hudson-Odoi? You understand? I wouldn't tell them to sell Hudson-Odoi, but they can because they have a whole heap of players in that place. So again, let's see what they do. But
Him and Tommy Abraham might be leaving.
Abraham is
and
definitely
Tommy, yeah,
he's definitely
And-
leaving.
exactly. So that's already 70 million right there. So them can get for them two players, in my opinion.
He's definitely leaving. But again, we were talking about the Chelsea Leicester game that's already gone. We spoke about it from the person said Chelsea did get some revenge. Mrs. Soldier chat about said Adam win the war. Actually, no, you won a battle. Leicester won the war, but they don't want to walk out with the trophy.
Them win a look up Big Stone War.
Yeah,
The man
but
just can't
Leicester
miss
win the
some
war. Leicester
big
won
shot.
the war because they have a trophy. Top 4 is not a trophy.
Yeah, which is right.
So I don't understand him.
The game I kind of get really, really interesting towards the end. You watch the first half really, Chelsea batter them, you know, and you know them really, yeah.
The way the game finish, me can't wait for see Chelsea versus Leicester next season. There's gonna be cards, there's gonna be tackles, like all the things gonna happen in that game.
Tottenham versus Chelsea. That's what
Brother,
If you imagine,
at the first, Mr. Players actually stand up to Rudiger so much. I mean, first it was
What?
Ricardo Pereira, then ND out of nowhere.
No for cut you, Greg. You know, say Rudiger start that game that dirty. I'm not care what Soji want to say.
No, Rudiger plays there.
start that game very dirty. Rudiger first 2 tackle was supposed to be a yellow card.
But Rudiger upset because of what him said the Leicester players did in the Chelsea dressing room. So he was talking about that he was tweeting and all of these things about that. So that's why he did it.
true. Daniel Martin, that's right. The penalty.
Blacks. The thing is, Rudiger first tackle upon Castagna. After Castagna pass the ball, the man just charge him upper body straight near your chest. Referee say play on. And next one, Rudiger roll the ball. Dribble, and just roll the ball. Go kick Albrighton. Slap him. And I say, yo, still no card. I say, all right, referee, I got to just play out that game because him say, yo, it already rough from in the FA Cup. But Rudiger start the game with a chip.
You know, I ain't gonna lie though, Rudiger, like me said on the blog, Rudiger has been really good for them ever since Thomas Tuchel forward in. I heard French journalist Julien Laurent when they said that Rudiger was one of the players them who he has been very close to since Germany days. You see me I say, and I think he may look for your next contract, and I think he go get it because he has really been a mainstay for them and has really helped. Along with Thiago Silva, kind of stabilize them defense. So
but I've always wondered why Chelsea don't play Rudiger more, because You know, it's the same. Rudiger remind me of the same thing what Man U do with Bailly all the while. You know, you can't understand why they don't play more. You know, before, you know, and you realize that the right coach coming will realize that I really got something here and I'm gonna use it, you know. Because I could never understand why, in my view, Rudiger, who was their best defender that they had there over the last couple of years, and he just wasn't getting some games sometimes.
But they said that when Tuchel forward, you know, he wasn't that him see something like in a Rudiger in a train or whatever. The reason he started Rudiger was because of the language. It was easier to communicate with Rudiger.
In German.
So to have him leading his defense, he decided, okay, first game he used Rudiger. And it worked out so well in just maintaining his spot. You know? So probably it was just a gamble with him putting Rudiger in there.
Honestly, I was hoping Chelsea was frustrated and wanted to get rid of Rudiger because we could have easily used my Liverpool. No? That's how much I think of the young man.
I wanted them to get rid of him.
I think again towards the end of the game when towards the end of the game when Ricardo Pereira run down and he had a pullback, and I think Jose Perez ended up kicking the ball over a post. I was angry at that because should I just test the keeper? That's you.
He's rubbish. That's why I said they need another winger. I mean, I think
Madison played this game hurt, you know, and the FA Cup hurt. Don't forget that.
Oh, he still hurt?
Yeah.
And Madison played this game 60%, bro. I can't tell you that.
Okay.
You see me?
All right, Bojo.
Okay.
Enough time for Chelsea.
It'll be interesting with this. Give me one more. It'll be interesting with Leicester because, as you said, you have Madison and you have Tielemans. Will other people forwarding for those kind of those two players, you know, or maybe a Seancho, you know, it'll be interesting to see how them and again too. The other thing is too with Jamie Vardy, it can't go on forever. You know, you have Iheanacho there, but I don't know, man. I feel like they do need
another striker. You think Eddie Nketiah would fit them?
Nah.
Yes, I do.
Fronto.
Eddie Nketiah would fit them. I think that honestly there's a couple of.
You know Edward name
Tammy Abraham,
Celtic striker. Tammy Abraham would fit them, but Tammy Abraham is kind of similar to Iheanacho, though, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
Even though, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having two similar strikers still, but even though Tammy is probably a bit more mobile than Iheanacho anyways. But Now, rumor has it that the deal for Samari is already agreed and it's 15 million. If Leicester gets Samari for 15 million, whoever the sign players at Arsenal need to get the hell out of here. That's a very good central.
Well, they already need to get the hell out of here. Yeah. But again, I guess you would have a higher class.
Yo, no for cut, you know. Golden State, they are blow Lakers.
Wow. That's music to my ears.
Let's go to the rest of Newcastle and Spanking Farm.
Joe Willock and Spanking Farm. Record for the youngest player to score 6 goals in a row in the Premier League. Hold on, I'll be back.
Hey, what's big guns Arsenal jersey?
You Willock jersey.
Who did Newcastle beat again? Who did they beat?
Sheffield,
right? Go to next game.
No. But it's interesting,
Black,
though, Black.
Black, you're rude, you know. You don't say rude, Black. You're rude, Black.
Next game.
That is beautiful.
All right, Everton Wolves.
Really?
But didn't Everton lose to Sheffield last game? Didn't Everton lose to Sheffield last game?
Again,
just like I say.
Again, that's the other side of Merseyside.
One of the best coaches that's ever been created.
That's the other side of that's the blue side of Merseyside. We don't want to talk about them. You think Kush gonna talk about Manchester City? No. That's the blue side. We don't talk about them.
So on the jump from Newcastle game to go discuss Everton and
No,
whatever they need.
So we just moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
Give Steve Booth any credit.
What credit, man?
No.
One. Digital highlight. One.
Shocking.
Digital highlight.
Can't get signal.
I mean, it might have a depleted team, and them still do good. Oh, 15.
Yeah.
His two best players were injured most of the season in St. Maxima and Callum Wilson. You know, and he still managed to do a good job.
Together. Even though fans hate his guts and want him to get fired.
I mean, he doesn't have much working with. He has a Brazilian striker, which Brazil haven't seen a striker since. No, Brazil haven't had a striker since Adriano. They don't make strikers; they make wingers.
I like Luis Fabiano. He was a good player.
But Wesley is Brazilian here. He's not Brazil. He's Brazilian here. Is they like the one where the girl and buy and put on Brazilian here?
No, that's good quality. If that was the case, though, to be fair, that was good quality.
Anyway, we're moving on.
Honestly,
We're moving on. Spurs.
Shocking.
Get them face kicking again.
Goal of the season, regular.
Yes, sir. Goal of the season.
They have lost the plot.
Hey.
Yeah, Spurs, they have lost the plot. Hurricane is gone.
Jose still there, right?
Yeah, then can't blame Jose for this now.
They can't, and they look clueless. I watched like most of the first half, obviously because Villa game.
Yeah,
I watched most of the first half, and one I think we noticed was that Kane when it dropped very deep, and I tried to play a ball them to get winners in, but
man, I tried to score goals so bad, yo. Now work for him.
Yeah, they look like they lack invention. They look like they lack invention, and they couldn't really get any good chances. You know, they wasn't creating anything. So yeah, Kane is out of there. Kane is out of there, and they need to find themselves a manager.
Manu.
And yes, and again, they need to find themselves a good manager. You know, in the end, the Ryan Mason experiment was a failure. You know, I just wish they would have given it to somebody else. As me say, when it did happen, you know, wish they wouldn't give it to Chris Powell.
Left back shot and right back, left back.
Reggie London.
No, it's a right back. I think he's talking about Aurier.
Aurier.
No, Tanganga play right back today. Tanganga is not a bad player.
Him get hurt.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, him get hurt. Mash up the whole line foot.
Oh, shut up, say Mason dash him away. All right, me not watch a game this, so I can't comment much.
But that's a sleepwalking team anyway.
I actually picked Tottenham to win because I think Hurricane will go to that bang, but
and try score, eh?
Yeah, that didn't happen.
How is Shane got?
Who's where you kick off, Shane?
You see, when I'm in, me not touch something.
All right, next game.
Like kick off himself.
Next game. Whose game is next?
Arsenal.
Sing the song, Greg. Sing the song.
Nicolas Pepe. That's all I have to say.
80 million.
It's not
yet. You watch a game there?
Huh?
You watch a game?
No. I was busy watching Juventus game, sir. Better game than I play.
If this coach just put the right team out there. I mean, I don't understand it, you know. I don't know what his problem is, but and unfortunately, not look like him are going anywhere.
So, Greg,
that's a sad thing.
You all won the game. That's good. What's Arsenal's best team? What's Arsenal's best 11?
Damn it, man. So then, yeah.
Yeah.
Cedric at right back.
Yo.
Even though I'm not playing there today.
Jiggy, me send the link, you know, so you can join the live.
Brother Jiggy, I make breast and bottom.
Send you finish.
Pepe, Saka, and Aubameyang up top, or Lacazette, whichever one of them in decide to play. But you have to start Pepe and Saka up there. And the 10, either Odegaard or Smith Rowe. I prefer Smith Rowe starting and Odegaard coming off the bench. But you have to have Pepe in your front three. There's no reason not to have Pepe in the front three. Pepe is the player we're going to take on the defenders and try to create something. Saka do it now and then, but Saka burn out right now. And with Saka being burned out for probably about a month and a half now, he should have probably going to start Martinelli too. He didn't. Martinelli come on and a bit of magic between him and Odegaard give us the goal there. You know, but Pepe Afina in front three. There's no reason for him not to be playing. And the man, him freeze out the ball too much all season. And like me said, the right back, you have to have Cedric around there. I mean, Callum Chambers play good a few games and play around here. Don't get me wrong.
Chambers can score the ball, though.
So based on
Bellerin, but Bellerin was playing most of the games.
so Greg, based on this team where you talk about then, what would be your expectation of a team like that for Arsenal when you start put them in the context of the other teams that are out there, Liverpool's and the Man U and the Leicester's and the Chelsea's of the world? Is that good enough for Arsenal? That team they just got.
This season?
I'm talking even next season.
With this season
we start to play this next season. And this season what now?
No, me I talk about the season.
Need players black for next season.
The season that we might get new players, some players might leave. The season we just finished, bro. If Leicester with this squad can be fighting for top 4, this Arsenal squad should be doing the same thing. We got players. They go out and then by party. They went out and got central defenders. You know, we have a Tierney, a left back we didn't need. Yes, we never get the right and different right back, but you bought Cedric from last year, January. Why buy him? No, first you loan him, then you made the loan a permanent move. Why make it a permanent move and not play? You know, that was hit and miss then.
Maybe somebody in the boardroom see a seller an opportunity.
And you got Odegaard January, who's a very good attacking midfielder. It took you until December, as a matter of fact, to play with a number 10. Because whole season he wasn't using a number 10. He frees out Ozil and December against Chelsea when he didn't have a choice. The team was depleted. They put Smith Rowe in the number 10 position. And that's when he started using a number 10. Because we weren't playing with a number 10 all season. We're playing 3-4-3 or 3-5-2. You see me?
Greg,
with the players,
as I say, the problem I have with all of that, even with this season, and me think it's disrespectful to try to compare the Arsenal to the Leicester is a better team on that.
So Jeff join the live, you know. He is full of beer.
Leicester is a better team on that. But again, with that, with the team we may just call out, I don't see one of the y'all shouldn't be nowhere better than we're standing right now.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Blacks, you have West Ham and Leicester with less quality players.
Every year there's teams that overperform. So I can say West Ham overperform because every year you have one of those teams that overperform. So you can't just take that, you can't just throw that away. Yes, you're going to have some team who have less talent and for different circumstances, they overperform. But me think on the balance of it, based on the team I see Arsenal they run out there, it shouldn't be more than one of them.
Because the man he has never put in out the right squad. Yeah, say Leicester team better than we. Leicester have a front three compared to our front three, brother.
We don't have nobody better than Vardy.
That's true.
What?
We don't have nobody better than Vardy.
But Greg, you listen to Blacks.
The leading goal scorer 2 seasons in a row, Aubameyang is not better than Vardy.
Which 2 seasons in a row my leading goal scorer?
2 seasons.
Which 2 seasons my leading goal scorer?
The year when
Vardy win last year.
The year when him forward and the next year.
Aubameyang win the year when he tied with Mane and Salah.
No, and him win the year before that.
Which Aubameyang win what? Salah.
Salah, yeah, Salah win that. Oh, so he tied with Mane the year before last. Yeah, but Vardy no better than
Vardy better than him.
No,
Vardy won championship.
A Black's opinion that.
And win leading goal scorer.
A Black's opinion that.
And my opinion be true.
Yeah, exactly.
But me right too. That the next part you know say.
The yearbook. The yearbook.
I'll Kush agree, right? Kush, but no better more about man.
No, yeah, man.
You're drunk and say, we are drink.
Schweppes.
Next game.
What was the next game today? Liverpool game you want to run
Oh, Coach, tell us what that game there.
I'm not watch again.
A Liverpool game you want to run good to make him a rush Arsenal game.
Your thing say, even if you don't watch it, we are win. You can't put a ball blood. Even if you don't watch it, we still a win. Your thing say you cannot watch it and hope that on top if I win. Nothing non-stop if I win. You know, last year Man U have how much? 66 points and make it to top 4. Year before that, at 66, I pay 66 points and make it top 4. No. 66 points when even get a top 4 this year. You have to get about 69. Make top 4 this year.
But we have 77 points.
We have 71 points. What can I say? We don't get 77 points from. Let me look on this. 71. How are you get that junk that come from, man? 71.
Far from 66.
But
yeah, your game. Anti-your game, Blacks. Can you watch the second half?
I only watch the second half. So I'm not watch it first. I'm listening first half on radio. And
all right, so I predicted Liverpool to win this. Then win it.
Radio.
Yeah, man. Talk sports. So I drive the go, me put on the radio and listen it, you know.
But other people still listen much.
Yeah, man. Even in your car, you can do it. Because I'm not going to put on TV in my car. I can, but I'm not going to do it because then they go ticket me and then charge me and I'm going in an accident. So I'm not going to do it, sir. Again, Salah has scored 22 goals so far for the year. Last year, he scored, I think, 19.
You know, so that soldier is bright.
He scored 22 the year before that, and he scored 30-something the year before that.
My God.
The problem with Liverpool team this year has been Sadio Mane not scoring goal. Even Firmino scoring his amount of goal. He scored 9 goals. He scored 9 last year, and the year before that, he scored about 11. You know, Firmino, it looked like it's bad, but it is about the same amount of goal that he has been scoring. And he assist them numbers. They're slightly down, but they are around the same numbers.
Whose goal is it? Mane.
Mane. Last year, Mane had 18 goals. The year before that, he had 22. This year, he has 9. That's what Liverpool has missed this year.
Oh, you got Jata's goals.
Alisson Alcantara have the same amount of goal. I can't talk to me. Alisson Thiago have the same amount of goal.
What goal Pogba have again?
No, he have more than Thiago.
You got Jata goal.
Yeah, you got Jata goal, but there's a thing about money. And this is not my words. Actually, somebody here said today. I know I'm group thing. Me not go and somebody write it. You know, Salah will score goal, and he has been scoring goal, and he's been doing his thing. But when Mane is scoring goal, Liverpool win something. Liverpool, because there's a difference how Mane goal seem to contribute to winning more than how Salah goal and contribute to winning. Although this year, if it wasn't for Salah goal, we would have been probably about right next to Arsenal. If we never have Salah 22 goals.
So Mane scored the pressure situation goals while Salah scored now in 4-0 and 5-0.
Exactly. He will do that.
Okay.
And the difference is we have been unable to score in those pressure situation goals. Those 1-0 what we used to win last year are 2-1 and stuff like that. This year, we just haven't gotten that goal. And that's when we used to have Mane. Somehow, we used to always will the team and get those goals. I think last year, you know, they always have these stats. Goals that contributed to points and stuff like that. Mane's goal that contributed to points was way ahead of Salah. Even though Salah ended up scoring more goal than him. Because he scored in some 1-0 game, or he scored the winning goal in some 2-1 and them type of stuff. Or when we're behind, he scored the goal to tie up the game and stuff like that. So Mane always seems to do that. And the thing is what Liverpool has missed more than anything else is Mane's goal. And I don't know what we're going to do next year, but if we can't find Mane's goal, we're going to find somebody else to replace Mane to give you the goals. Because we need those type of goals, not just the ones that Salah scored. And listen, Salah has been a gem since he reached Liverpool. You know, the amount of goals when he scored, and worst of all, the disrespect when he get while him scoring all of them goals. You know, sometimes Salah reminds me of Russell Westbrook. In my drop him triple double every game and I do something and him I say, oh, him on go start padding. But if everybody could, everybody would. Salah is scoring goal. It's great and it's like me or somebody not put in my team of the year. Ridiculous. Yeah? Ridiculous. But again,
email Soji.
And now bring Soldier on the right.
He said send him the link. Text me your email.
But as I say, so we have missed Mane's goal. And even at the game today, you realize Mane, the goal them might miss sometimes. You wonder what's wrong with Mane. We expect Salah to miss them. But what's wrong with Mane? Mane can kick equally within right or in left. We know Salah only go left. But Mane can kick within right and left. He can head the ball. He can do everything. But something is wrong with him. Something is seriously wrong with him.
Coach, not rate him, man.
Well, the way you get the coach to rate, you have to perform. You have to perform too. You know.
Salah missed 5 chances when he score 1 block. Salah just not good.
Well, if you're a man who not so good, and since he come in the league, not one player they close to him in the amount of goal and score.
Blacks, because Liverpool are play a pressing game where you see me, and press you win the ball back and keep ball like goal. Any team.
If it was that easy, everybody didn't do it. Salah still keep them back in it.
Blacks, when it comes to Mane,
No.
I don't think the coach no rate him alone. I think it's the love what he get. The love what he get from really coach cash up. The love what he seems like he might get from the fans, the coach. I mean, probably the media mainly, because they seem to glorify. Well, on the Blacks people, you try to respond. Salah gets glorified more than Mane when Mane do the same thing and even more. I remember, Mane not only score, Mane put in the work. He put in the shift like English people that say. He puts in the shift. But Salah is the one who gets glorified. So over time, you can say, even when they had the difference, was it not last season, the season before, when there was a little dispute between them. Oh, I don't remember which one never passed the ball.
Salah didn't pass the ball.
Yeah, there was a little dispute. You know, it just seems like Mane seems like he is not appreciated as much. So, and then once your game now go good, and everything else now go good with it, because if other issues they're on, but your game is still there and you get the goals and whatever, it will take away from that. But when your game drop a little bit and that will show more now, and everybody will talk about it. But they don't complain as much about Salah not being on farm when he's not on the farm.
Well, saying that Salah has been Liverpool leading goal scorer since he every year he has won the Golden Boot for Liverpool since he joined.
Yeah, Blacks, but Mane work and create a lot of those goals for him.
And I don't say no, and I believe that there's a disrespect there from Mane, but I don't believe there's a disrespect from the fans, because listen, if you're like, I read and follow a million things with Liverpool. Every Liverpool fan willing to sell Mane, will sell Salah and keep Mane. That's the impression I get from them. You know, especially all them African. When the African them start cuss and talk about Mane and Salah.
I mean, the Afghans will do that because they appreciate it. But
it doesn't stop here. So and
a lot of the English fans and the media, trust me, they glorify Salah more.
Well, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but Salah also earn it because his numbers are ridiculous. Salah numbers since he joined the league are ridiculous. They're good.
Blacks. Salah missed the amount of chances your team over enemies.
Greg.
Yeah. And Greg.
And I agree.
Salah get more leadway than Mane, and that Mane I appreciate. Mane, Salah play. Say Salah would get the chance and man miss them. Clap would still start Salah over Mane. As Mane start slip up, in quick for throw Mane on the bench. In the give Mane a chance for build back.
I think that's what get to him. I think that get to him.
Is it me?
Well, another get to him anyway. I salary get to him because he only make half the money.
So everybody ever talk one time?
Blacks, but when hey listen.
Yo, Bush, you that gamble.
Teacher don't talk, you talk. Blacks, when Mane game drop a little bit, then bench him, bring in Jota, and everybody start talk about Jota. Nobody remember say Mane Mane was there 4 seasons. I carried
True.
away. You don't think that play in a player's mind?
Yes, I think it does. But also, there's a reason why, and a lot of people say it before. I mean, I understand why sometimes people get into them feelings because one of the reasons why everybody say why Mane game drop is because he was tired. That's what I saw. I saw a tired Mane. I saw a Mane that needed some rest. So I don't understand why they're not embrace. Because guess what I think me like about the City team? There are some people there who not happy. But Missy Mahrez get dropped, Missy Sterling get dropped, Missy Foden get dropped, Missy Allen get dropped. I mean, I see none of them they react negatively. When they get them chance, they look like they say, I'm ready to go again.
De Bruyne and get dropped, honestly.
But the thing, De Bruyne standards is so high, boss, and when he drop, he just reach away other people there. So in a really gone nowhere.
We might compare Mane with City have a bigger squad, you know.
But that's what I said. Liverpool hasn't been able to rest Mane since the time that he joined Liverpool.
Because they buy from Southampton too much.
But the amount of work what he put in, you needed somebody like Jota to give Liverpool to give Mane a rest. It wasn't for me that Jota needed to give rest. And Mane needed to give rest.
Why Salah can't get rest when he might play rubbish?
Salah doesn't tackle. He doesn't defend. He doesn't run back down there. So he actually don't need as much rest as Mane. Mane put in a much harder shift every game than Salah.
Yeah,
so if
somebody from the field we just not get no goal and not get nothing.
Every team have that player. Bruno not tackle nobody.
Lie.
Listen, he stick out in foot after people sometimes. He stick out in foot after people sometimes. One end go broke because he stop stick out in foot after people. But he not tackle nobody.
Bruno run back and tackle, bro.
Push. A Sabbath, nobody realize.
Lie.
But you always have that player. If you look on PSG, Neymar not tackle nobody. You always have that one player who not do none of that party. You know? Salah he's the one who get the freedom to stand up at the half line instead of run back all the way in our defense. And so when the ball play over the top, and him first run down for the fast break. You know, that's what Salah doing happy with team. Everybody can that. You can't choose one person to do that. But at the end of the day, Mane has put in a shift since he joined Liverpool. And the fact that he has put in that shift, he's tired and he needs to get some rest. But it is what it is. We're going to be in top 4 by the time next week. So I'm fine.
All right. So, on a beat Burnley 3-0, you never sound confident when neither you nor Jiggy, even though I'm telling you so not these.
Yo, thank God to Alisson.
No. I was confident we're going to win. But Jiggy, I will talk about Burnley.
Thank God for Alisson.
What about talking about today's games? I said, brother, man.
Thank God for Alisson, because if I never Alisson, I don't know how that go on.
So is he one of our players? Is he one of our players? Alisson better on team or one, you know?
Ross, I don't matter.
Remove this man, you know? Can I bother the father first?
Yes, he left that disrespect this brother I deal with.
This Canadian is rude.
Blacks. I'm not gonna tell you lie. Alisson book now one day better than Timo.
Better. I tell you.
Yo, in Timo we trust. In Timo we trust.
That one we win nothing then.
Buji,
hey, we don't mind.
The West Brom and West Ham game, I not really.
Why?
What do you mean West Brom? What are you talking about? Them West Brom forget the relegated to Division 3.
They play today.
Yo, whoa.
West Brom forget demoted to Division 3. Hey, so we get red card.
All right, so if that's the round-up, then Buju.
No.
Eh? How much Liverpool give you?
Well, let's talk about the West Ham. The West Ham.
How much Liverpool give you, coach?
So 5 match in a 3 day.
All right.
Don't know why you bringing up all shit. Don't know why you bringing up all stuff.
So West Brom and West Ham. West Brom is not.
Why are we talking about those games?
Because there's a second part we have to go to. So that's how you segue. You see the
West Brom.
You can't mute him. Listen to me. You just come on the live. Listen to me. It's called a segue, sir.
You see this thing? This man is very racist, you know.
Already have a
Hear my defend money all night.
Listen, we're gonna segue. So we talk about West Ham and West Brom. The game wasn't that great importance to anybody at all. I think but West Ham still have a chance to make it to Europe, and so from that perspective, but I think the bigger conversation that has been happening is Sam Allardyce is moving on. Multiple reports are saying that he's possibly gonna move on.
Because he couldn't save West Brom.
Captain save a club, couldn't save a club.
Yeah, it's like Captain Saver. He couldn't.
Well, he took up an almost impossible job. It's like our Jamaican the Blacks, Darren Moore, who took the Sheffield Wednesday job, and Sheffield was last in championship, last place. He was trying to keep them from getting relegated, but they still got relegated to Division 1 or League 1, whatever they call it down there. So at the same thing with Big Sam. I mean, it was an almost impossible task.
Impossible job.
Big Sam smart. Big Sam said, "I go coach down there, sir."
In all fairness, they put in some good performances and had some good, good results. But
the only good performance they had was against Chelsea. Just say it.
Oh God, this dude.
Just say it. That's what you're waiting to say. The only good performance they had. Yeah.
So
West Brom performed like a fantasy team.
If him move on from West Brom, if him Bojo, I joke, can I take this thing for?
No.
If him move on from West Brom, do you see him back in the Premier League next season, Blacks? I mean, remember the Palace job is gonna be up for grabs.
Frankie got that. We're not planning to fire Frankie.
No.
I'm bringing him in for try save Crystal Palace from getting relegation.
No one. Crystal Palace has not hired anyone yet.
Oh, for real? Great.
No.
So
It's humans.
I don't see Crystal Palace moving on from Hudson and then move to Big Sam. The only way I would see them doing something like that if it was a situation a mid-season and they might try to save themselves. But I don't see them giving him the job right off the bat. The reason why you see a name like a Frank Lampard, they get called, in my view, is because they are trying to get somebody younger and hopefully somebody a little bit more progressive to say if they can try build a little bit.
Big Sam is not just a relegation fighting manager. Remember,
I don't say no.
When he had the West Ham job before the reason he got the England job, was because he was doing so good at West Ham,
Yes.
England calling. And it was because of the gambling allegations why he lost the England job. He didn't even get to coach at a tournament.
But it's a reputation, though. I don't believe so.
Bolton all the seasons he did at Bolton when Bolton went to play beautiful stuff.
Bolton from in the 90s, brother.
It wasn't no sir, it was early
2000s.
2000s. Yeah, I know 90s. Because Kushner watched Premier League in the 90s.
Yo, Kushner, we see me. No matter with that. No matter with that.
Yeah, so it's not impossible, but look at what y'all say. Normal, with a team like them, then probably I look for a younger coach. But with the squad that they have,
all the squad in the league.
You know, Lampard are going to make that squad any better either. No. They don't have any players.
But I expect to see them do a lot of changes this year, doing Greg. They have the oldest squad in the league.
I'm a good coach, man.
Crystal Palace have the oldest squad in the league, average age.
I think they say 10 or 11 players are without contracts at the end.
Without contract. So there's going to be some changes. And again, while I think the Chelsea job was too much for Frank, we also saw him work well with some talent when he was at Derby. No, young talent.
Listen, Chelsea.
And the first year at Chelsea.
Youngsters down there on loan,
but also, and
unless
when
that happened at Crystal Palace,
but
and
he
in the
will
Premier
get.
League is different. You
Yo,
can't get so much loans from one
if
team.
Timo Werner had scored a goal, them would have still have Frankie Lampard. So next
And they
time,
would be about
You
8
can't blame everything on Timo.
what then who for blame the man beside
Right. So at that time,
You're gonna blame everything for Maguire?
that? Then who for blame?
One TPE coach.
Do we say that topic here? Come on, address something real quick. A man who fans them not like this.
Oh, do it fast because we are 10 minutes to talk a little bit of basketball. Do it
Really?
fast.
Basketball tonight, so? I think we're gonna say it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, a Premier
Alright.
League preview.
Okay, we're not going about tomorrow night, but all right.
Sunday.
One more address is 3 more players, our former players, are inducted in the Premier League Hall of Fame. Lampard, Bergkamp, and Eric Cantona.
Lampard, of course.
I not agree with the manual. I mean, for the little time when the day, yes, Cantona. I mean, don't get me wrong, Cantona brought something to the league, bring a different kind of flair and energy to the Premier League, But I just think that his stint was too short. And why did that Crystal Palace make jump in at the stand and flying kick the player? I mean,
Why forget Greg?
Hey, that's Roy Keane do the same thing too.
He should have still.
The manual thing.
He should have still been banned right now, if you ask me.
No.
I mean, when I voted, the Man U players that I voted were Andy Cole and Paul Scholes.
But Cantona was at United for 5 years and he won 4 trophy in 5 years. He won the league 4 times.
Let me tell the man who said it at.
Yeah,
but
Scholes
those numbers, those numbers to me, you just
Scholes win 13.
Eh?
Scholes win about 13.
I don't say no, but that's 13 over 20 something year. The man,
No matter a 13 that.
So
you mentioned the 20 something years. That show your longevity too.
Cantona
career never last that long.
Listen to me. Cantona.
No, but the dog win 4 trophy, Greg, in 5 years.
In 5 years.
Yeah, but them could have won the 4 trophy without him.
Cantona.
Early enough 4 or 5 years.
Cantona and Roy Keane and them players, the impact what they have.
Left Liverpool,
it's not only the fact that they win that,
in a
they
short
had
period
an
of time.
impact on Manchester United.
No, when he went to Man U, Leeds him went there, no? Leeds?
Yeah, Leeds.
Yeah,
he winning with Leeds.
Leeds from Man U. When he
winning
went
with
to
Leeds.
Man U already had a winning mentality. Man U did already a win.
But they win a win. Which year did he go to Man U? Where that about? Which year got Man U?
I think he went there in 93 or 94.
Exactly. Right after Leeds just win it.
Man U already win the Premier League when him go there.
No man, the Premier League when this start.
So when at the inception of the league, him went there.
At the Premier League, yeah, when the Premier League just changed over, come and say Leeds win the last. Leeds won the last. Before them change the Premier League.
First division.
Leeds won it. Cantona move over to Man U, and then he helped to launch Man U into what they are. So from that perspective, there, me think say he's well deserving of it.
He did that more than 5 years then.
I have no man. I think they say he was it's 93 to 97. I think he was there, or something, or 93 to 96. So me can't buy years now, but I have no argument with the players so far who get inducted. Me know with the argument that happened one time. Then get next 3 and Gerrard I want them. And they say the argument don't come in. But right now, me have no argument with the players who get inducted.
Man, Gerrard for going to Hall of Fame, man.
Lampard as the Premier League leading goal scorer as a midfielder, yeah.
Gerrard for going to Hall of Fame for that slide.
Gerrard and Lampard deserve it.
Yeah.
Gerrard for going to Hall of Fame for that slip against Chelsea.
Well,
even if I did not vote for Lampard, I still can't argue the fact of him being in there.
Me will vote for him for that the slide.
But again, as I said, the reason why I said this, Gerrard is gonna be argued because people go say he never win none at all. So you hear push the cuss about that every day. Even though he know better, but he still go cuss about it.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't push alone.
Me not say no, me say you still go tell me. You still go tell me. Me can't wait. You still go tell me.
Did you vote, by the way, Blacks?
Yeah, man, me vote, man.
Who are your 6?
Gerrard going to Hall of Fame for that super slide against Chelsea. Guarantee. My vote.
Can we just ban him? Like this is his first and his last time on the live. First and last.
I beg to second that.
With friends like these, who need enemies?
I remember all of my vote. I remember my vote with Terry Henry.
Henry
He
was
was already inducted.
Henry was
Come on,
already.
Henry, a cup winner everywhere you go.
Henry and Shearer.
Eh?
Henry and Shearer was in first.
Shearer, goal scorer. Come on, man.
So I had 2 Arsenal players, 2 Liverpool players.
I had 2
Gerrard,
I had scores and the goal from Man U.
So I didn't have Scholes, but I had Andy Cole for Man U.
Yeah, I had scores and goal.
I had Lampard, I had Gerrard, and I have the Premier League player who won the Ballon d'Or.
Michael Owen.
Yes.
Why?
I had Vieira and Burton.
I had
Hey.
Vieira.
No,
Yo.
I had Sol Campbell because Sol Campbell
I
was
did not
leading
Campbell.
that invincible team. So I did not put Tony Adams. Enough Arsenal fans asked me how I'm going to put Tony Adams. But
Hey,
Sol Campbell was my pick.
I
Greg.
had Vieira was there because I can't put the Arsenal side low Vieira fan.
Hey,
I mean,
Greg.
impossible.
What you think about the statement that Michael Owens made the other day?
What?
When Fabregas have to correct him.
Oh, when I'm saying assist shouldn't be basically you must say the compliments where you get for assist shouldn't
How much goal he ever create?
it's not deserving because goal scorers have to work hard and sometimes you just make a simple pass and then the goal scorer have to do so much. But Fabregas correct him and say, yeah, and sometimes
Yeah,
he does
have to.
so much. Sometimes the pass that we make, not even people watching the match didn't see it. You know? So I mean Owen just wanna be heard right now.
You need to just go hold several seats somewhere.
Michael
can't see him.
You can't take anything away from neither the assistants nor the goal scorers.
Because you have to have that little deft touch. You know?
Abuja
Even though I don't like Bruno,
3 minutes.
3
to go.
minutes.
he make some passes where I have to give him credit for. You see me? So when Michael Owens are forward and I chat them, you go sit on one side. We don't want to hear it from him, man.
Listen, me. Both of them said stuff and both of them right to an extent, and that's why sometimes you can't just make no.
Michael Owens
blank
not right.
statement.
Michael Owen attack crap.
Listen,
Michael
Hey,
Owens not
listen,
right.
yeah.
Not nowhere.
in
right.
the game, in the game, I did missing money. Try to catch one ball and into a poke and he go to Salah and Salah was kicking her back in it. It was not at all special, but he get one assist. Look at him even today. When time did Bruno get the assist today, right?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday,
Yeah,
Hey.
yesterday.
And I stud. And I stud. I must see.
If you look at the context, you can't say, "Oh, the hell didn't get one assist for that." Why
Hey,
the hell did he assist?
And I already run over my ball.
Blacks.
That should be offside.
Yo, Missy Ramsey
That's
make
the
one miss
offside.
kick. Missy remember Ramsey make one miss kick already.
Ramsey.
Who the
How
ball
Ramsey
got
getting at this?
Me talk about assist, brother. Me forgot
Good
that
block,
who
David.
scored the
Good
goal.
block.
But me I wonder how that count as a assist.
Because he made the last touch right before the next person. Listen to me.
I probably agree. I goalkeeper forget the assist.
I don't support what Michael Owen said, but there is some.
So all you
truth
said them
somewhere.
right.
Hey,
Listen to me. I'm
Yo,
saying
the
there's
man
some
right
truth
in a
somewhere.
certain point, man.
Yeah, man. We all can look back past one of them situation there. You know,
Yeah, man.
we can say it. So he probably just there's a lot more nuance tonight, and just to kind of put it out there and say it like that. I just don't believe saying right by saying it like that.
Well,
but there's some circumstance.
Fabregas as well tried for the most assists ever. Him did have to come out and defend himself.
And defend that. And it
Yeah,
is
which is
right. The
right.
points that he made too
Right,
are
yes.
correct. Look when people
Yeah.
see tapping, few much years that pay tapping they then get. And them still get the goal. When are the more person who create
But
the
how
play.
the goal end up being a tapping? It's creative minds, you know. Because a lot
Yeah,
of
but
times,
all right.
even forwards don't even understand how the ball reach to them a lot of times.
Yeah, and that are true.
And a
But
creative players
sometime,
where
right?
a pull strings here and there. They might knock a
But
ball, give
Soji,
Greg and
Soji,
tell Greg one. Just to pull
if the
somebody out
forward
of
don't make
space.
you run, if the forward don't make you run, oh, you're gonna make it pass.
Because you're gonna put the ball which part him supposed to there. So him can know say over the same for go.
So that me and Travis should say it all play into it. Michael Owen and say it all play into it. Fabregas has said. It's just
Yeah,
like
like Black,
Oh, you know hard for Newcastle play with Joelinton.
both of them
Yeah.
have a point. They both have a point.
Eh?
them have a
Oh, you
point.
know hard for
Them have a
Newcastle
point.
play with
All right, 2
Joelinton.
hour Bojo. That's
Yeah,
it.
2 hour. Closing. You
Yeah.
don't have anything to say in closing.
Well,
Chelsea.
well,
Just ban him.
Well, you know, we in a Champions League finals. You know, and it's a bun. The brother over there's up on the right. You know, whichever one out up on the right, but Chelsea for Champions League.
you finished?
That's all.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm gonna be on the live tomorrow for the roundup. That means this is the last time before all the games that go play and the weekend. And it should be a good weekend. You know, the overall, you know, all the games are gonna be playing at the same time. You know, there's a lot of drama that's still out there to play out. So we just kind of happy for all this, you know.
Black, thanks. Buju, you can do it Friday.
What, the preview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the games are Sunday.
On Saturday.
I even
No,
Saturday we
Sunday.
can do
You
it.
don't play Saturday,
Oh,
bro.
they have something else.
Sunday. All the Premier League games are Sunday.
We can
Every
beat
game I play
Saturday.
at the same time.
Championship Sunday.
All right.
Mr.
all
Greg
right, cool.
post one Willock jersey, China made. Real bad.
Our Friday won't work for your Buju. Which one?
No, man, Friday good. It's just that Thursday, I like one of the regular day, them, bro.
Oh,
I
so
can
Blacks,
talk basketball tomorrow then.
Blacks, you available Friday or no?
No, Friday me and Zane go watch movie. Go tell me some I can't go.
All
there.
right, so keep it short tomorrow then. keep it tomorrow then, Buju.
All right, good.
All right,
Right.
so
That's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. You don't know.
Just
if
to
you're
send
new here,
Soji
subscribe
back
to
the
the channel.
link, brother. Send Soji the link.
Real jersey.
If you're new here,
Send
please subscribe to the channel.
Real badge.
Watching. Big up on yourself. You don't know.
Not like that Willock's jersey that Greg bring out.
We'll just get out.